So I haven't done one of these in a while, but let's go. Previously on Ace Attorney.
There's a picture of my daughter in there.
Dibs.
There! That twitch! That's so clear!
Is everything in slow motion for you?
Yeah. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before.
I thought my frames dropped for a second.
Did you get it?
Perceive it?
Yeah, press perceive.
3, 2, 1.
Gotcha!
Gotcha!
So really? Perhaps you are unaware of this yourself.
Unaware of what?
Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
I have a rash. My neck? So what? What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about?
This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us.
Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss O'Reilly, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I notice it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon has left an inerasable impression on the neck of this. Is this?
The bottle? Which one?
Yes. Let's do the bottle.
3, 2, 1. Take that!
Take that! Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what that reminds us more of that moment is this bottle, the murder weapon! But something doesn't fit.
The bottle?
You are only the witness to the crime. Why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim who was it, not you.
Jackson! This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wall conjecture. The witness habits, they're completely irrelevant.
Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination.
I'll explain later, just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her.
Slam your
It's
fist.
really. Please testify in detail about the moment of the crime, the very moment.
Yet, I know nothing.
We know you're not Russian.
The witness will testify, please, now. Okay, Gohan. Fine. Oh, what's wrong with my audio? Whoa.
He's the one who did it.
Okay, hold on. I looped it. Hold on, give me a second.
Scratchy right now.
Alright, so it's not us, so the audio just got scratched. Alright, so which one should we do?
He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. Press.
The telephone.
What are you talking about?
Remember he called the police?
Yeah.
So should we present this?
Where's the picture?
No, Wright's telephone.
Oh.
Oh god, the audio is bad.
You wanna present it?
Alright, ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go! Objection!
I say that. Yes, or really? We have a record here that contradicts what you said.
Stop spitting on screen!
It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant.
Yeah.
And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call to the first floor of Bosch Bowl Club. So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely.
I took my eyeball and threw it at him. That'd be disgusting, actually. The man who picked up the bottle and swung it at the night wasn't the defendant. Then who was it? It was her. It was.
Maybe it was.
She's the only person there. Unless the victim hit himself. Showdown time. You dare cheat? Check his pockets now. He's gone. The card's gone. You lose. Just then, Mrs. Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right, and he hit me. Okay, bye. Yeah. When I came to, the victim was already dead. Is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If I came out with it, I was in a league. If I came out with that I was in a league with Smith, I'd be sure suspect. Was that a horse? Well, where does this leave us?
Madness! This madness! I'm dreaming! It must have been me who was hit with the bottle, and I'm imagining all of this!
It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think of this turn of events?
Mr. Gavin, sir?
I believe that as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss O'Reilly a big, fat liar. What? 3 were in the room the night of the murder: the defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive.
Motive?
Her plot foiled. The witness got into an argument with the client, Mr. Smith. And she... big word of that argument was murder. What I did... I'm no killer. It's trapped. Someone's trying to frame me. I'm Phoenix. Well, yeah, fine, go.
What tangled was we practiced to deceive. So tangled, we catch ourselves in the process.
Where'd you even come from? Mr. Right.
No. Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Gavin.
What are you saying?
Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
There probably wasn't another person
Right,
in the room.
like Mr. Wright was saying before recess. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. A 4th person.
Objection! Ha! This theory again!
Your 4th person doesn't even exist! Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. A perfect place to catch the real criminal.
The real criminal?
And we're in luck. The clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Follow? Perhaps you know what I'm talking about?
I've got no fucking clue.
Alright. Remember what I said. The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color on the back of the cards. Right. But how would such an obvious mistake occur? Cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there is one person here, in our court, who thought those cards were blue.
Mr. Payne.
Yeah, And I had that impression too. But why? Well, Apollo, think you could figure out who it was?
Oh.
It's not me.
Oh,
I swear.
He said it's not him. Who is the first?
Why do I always get put on the spot like this?
It's your hair.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards you used in the final game were blue? Hey,
Fuck.
let's pick Kristoff.
Why?
She was the dealer. Phoenix Wright knew. what they
Oh,
were
because he
doing.
was at the
Shady Smith is dead,
and he was at the. Wasn't he at the?
and he said he was there. He said he visited.
But
them.
what about Mr. Payne?
Yeah, right.
We didn't hear about him at all.
Like,
Alright,
he was
yeah,
there
let's just do
to help
Kristoff.
Present. You ready?
Take that.
Take that.
As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair.
Oh.
I was right.
Wait, I didn't actually think that. Oh,
Stuff Gavin.
did you look it up,
The person that night. No.
Joseph?
No, I didn't. But of course, Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How good? How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. But look! You can see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light. Shit, that was you.
Oh, it is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that a game. A purest sense, a competition, Your Honor.
A competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
Well, Kristoff?
I don't think he did it. The dude's the defense attorney, Joseph.
Mr.
Mr. Gavin, is there something the matter? No, nothing. Excuse me. It was just so sudden.
Wait,
What?
don't go ahead yet. Kristoff was... He, hated, Phoenix. Because
No,
when
he-
they were going against each other one time, and I think in one of the other games, he gave him the wrong evidence, which caused him to lose
What?
the case. Kristoff gave Phoenix the wrong
Christoph
evidence.
Phoenix?
No, Kristoff gave Phoenix the wrong evidence for a case on purpose so that he would lose.
That wouldn't be a good reason to make him get revenge.
And I guess Kristoff wanted to get him for good.
Right, you aren't seriously accusing me, are you?
Oh, Kristoff? Even I'd never take a joke this far.
Oh.
Objection! This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond insanity.
Your voice is like turning into Snake.
The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder?
I assure you, I'm quite sane.
What possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met.
Well, what if they have?
Huh?
There is a possibility after all. They may have met that night before the game started.
What are you suggesting?
Is this the truth Mr. Wright is saying it's the island about?
Why are you always
Well-
putting your finger on your head?
Only one thing to do. Mr. Wright!
Objection!
The defense would like to request that you testify
Oh.
to the court.
Objection! The defense would like to request no such thing.
Mr. Gavin?
Shut your ass up. Testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happen? How could anything happening before that game of poker be related? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss O'Reilly. Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Sniffles. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you.
Oh, okay.
Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony?
Yes.
Yes.
This is Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along.
Way to backstab your mentor.
I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court.
Justice, you would betray me, your teacher?
I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't all about loyalty. It's about the truth.
Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please.
Appetite before murder. Oh, that evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I had to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin.
Oh, Mr. Gavin, you were at the Borsches Bowl Club the night of the murder?
I dine with him rather frequently.
And he talked to Fernando directly after the murder?
Against my will, I had become involved in the murder. In a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him.
You were planning all this all along, weren't you, right? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial.
The only thing I want is truth.
Bullshit.
As I did back then, and now.
I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness. Justice.
Sir!
He's lying, and you're going to expose him.
Understood, sir. Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well. I can have a normal child.
Justice, are you listening to me? Alright, Joseph. And the audio got screwed up. Alright, well, that evening, Christoph and I dined. Let's see here. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin. I think that's the end of the testimony. Yeah, that is. Crap. Why does the audio get screwed up at the frickin'... What do you think, Joseph?
Let's press. The girl was knocked out cold and Smith is uncontrollable.
Press.
Hold it! You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout.
You spelled hideout wrong.
What?
You spelled hideout wrong.
Is anyone else on the first floor at that time? Not a soul. It was the middle of the night after all. So there, in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. Wait, no.